Well, a school teacher from Florida is remembering the terror and the stranger who shielded her during the shooting at the Fort Lauderdale airport. Annika Dean was waiting for her luggage. We all do this, right? But then she heard shots ring out, and she saw the gunman walking toward her. She said that she hid and started to pray when a Good Samaritan climbed on top of her and told her things would be okay. 5 people were ultimately killed, and Annika Dean is here with me now. Annika, thanks for being here today. First, we are so glad that you are here today to tell us your story. And I just want to ask you first, how are you doing now that the dust has settled just a little bit?
So I'm not generally an emotional person at all, and I've just been a bit stunned all week with all of the events. You know, my emotions definitely got to me a little today. I wasn't actually sure I would be able to do this interview.
Right.
Well, I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there.
Oh, good. Well,
I'm grateful. I'm very grateful to be alive. Yes,
yes, indeed you are. And you know, you were coming home from a vacation, just as many of us have done, getting off the plane, going to baggage claim when this, horror show unfolded before you. What was going through your mind when you heard those first shots and you saw him?
Well, I immediately recognized the shots. I've been through 2 active killer trainings through my schools, and wow. I actually just went through another one on Friday. And so those drills really did prepare me to recognize what was going on, and I immediately looked around, for what to do, how to escape. I wasn't able to escape. I hid behind a smart cart, and the other thing that really helped me was just my reliance on prayer throughout my entire life, and I immediately began to pray for protection, that I would be able to continue to be the mother to my children and not seriously injured. And as I was praying, Tony climbed on top of me and said, "I will protect you." And I just immediately felt a tremendous amount of comfort come over me in what was definitely the most terrifying experience of my life.
Now, Tony is this older gentleman that came to your aid. It doesn't sound like you had asked out loud for that type of protection. Did he say why he chose you? I saw the tape, we all did. There were a lot of people who hit the deck and was trying to hide behind all of those carts. Did he ever tell you why he chose you?
We haven't had a lot of opportunity to talk. We were on lockdown the rest of the day, and I did thank him several times. He allowed me to photograph him, and I got his number, and I, posted it to my friends that this was the man that shielded me during this moment of terror. But he's not an attention seeker. He very much downplayed it throughout that day as if it was no big deal. Just no big deal to just shield me in the middle of gunfire. But to me and to my family and to my friends, it's a huge deal. And I'm just really grateful to be alive.
Absolutely. Now, I understand that Tony isn't doing interviews. He doesn't want to talk to the media, and that's understandable. We know that, I guess he went on a cruise right away. Have you talked to him since he's been back? Is he back?
I just texted this morning to let him know that I was thinking of him and how grateful that I was. I haven't heard back, but I am in contact with his son and daughter through social media, and his wife. He's not on social media, but I respect his. I have shared what was my story when I got out of that terminal and a reporter approached me. I just had to share, what I felt like was a true miracle, and God was with me that day, and I just believe Tony. He didn't have to make that choice, and his instinct was to protect me, and I'm just grateful for that.
It's so incredible, and what an incredible man. You are, unfortunately, now an expert on an active shooter situation. You mentioned that you've been through a few drills. But how,
yes.
It's very different, I'm sure, going through the drills and being in this real-time situation. How would you give advice to anyone who might find themselves in this very unfortunate situation?
I do think the drills prepare you for it, because I was able to stay calm and not panic. The drills in themselves are a little traumatic, but I was able to stay calm and to try to find something to do. As a teacher, it's my job, it's my responsibility to do my best to protect the children, and as a mother, it's my responsibility and it's my instinct. And so I think these drills are really important, that that it's a possibility that
Right.
we may find ourselves in this situation.
Well, Annika, again, we're so happy that you are okay. Our hats are off to Tony, a real hero in this story, and we wish you all the best moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.